In the vast tapestry of scientific inquiry and occult tradition, I commence my discussion on frequency with a measured perspective that is both analytical and profoundly reflective. My exploration begins with an appreciation for the fundamental concept that all phenomena, whether tangible or ethereal, vibrate with inherent oscillations. This synthesis of ancient philosophies and advanced physics reveals that every particle, every thought, and every whisper of the cosmos is in ceaseless motion. Here, I introduce the captivating idea that frequency transcends mere numbers and equations. It is a principle deeply embedded in the fabric of reality, influencing material structures, cognitive processes, and spiritual experiences alike. Drawing upon centuries of refined insight from the symbolic language of mystical wisdom to the precise metrics of modern instrumentation, I weave a narrative that is both rigorous and evocative. My objective is to articulate a comprehensive vision that not only provides rigorous analysis, but also conveys the transformative power of aligning with the natural oscillations that govern our universe. Thus, this investigation into frequency becomes a journey into the harmonic interplay of science, philosophy, and metaphysical inquiry, inviting expert minds to reconsider reality as a dynamic symphony of vibrational energy. May this discourse illuminate our pursuit. My journey into the realm of frequency begins with a deep examination of historical perspectives that have long informed both esoteric traditions and contemporary scientific thought. My analysis is rooted in the understanding that early mystics and philosophers perceived the universe as a living entity, vibrating with subtle energies that could be harnessed for transformation. In ancient cultures, the language of symbolism was used to denote forms of energy, be it through the resonance of sacred chants, the deliberate arrangement of ritual spaces, or the alignment of celestial bodies. These early insights foreshadowed the formal frameworks later developed by modern physics, where vibrational phenomena are quantified and studied with mathematical precision. Early scholars observed that the patterns underlying natural phenomena bore a striking resemblance to musical harmonies, a notion that still resonates in today's exploration of sound waves and electromagnetic frequencies. As I delve into the annals of historical inquiry, I uncover meticulously recorded traditions that convey not only empirical observations, but also a deep spiritual understanding of nature's rhythm. This dual approach, merging qualitative accounts with quantitative analysis, provides comprehensive evidence of frequency's equally scientific and mystical presence. Contemporary scientists continue to validate these age-old observations by employing advanced instrumentation to measure oscillatory behaviors at the atomic and subatomic levels. Their rigorous experiments reveal that the same principles governing the vibrations of a plucked string are echoed in the interactions of quantum particles. Through this synthesis of historical intuition and modern inquiry, I present a narrative that celebrates the convergence of timeless metaphysical wisdom with state-of-the-art scientific research, thereby enriching the discourse on frequency. Every discovery, every calculation, and every reinterpretation of ancient lore further cements the foundational role of vibration in both the physical and metaphysical dimensions of existence. Building upon this extensive framework of historical and experimental knowledge, I scrutinize mathematical models that reveal the fundamental nature of vibrational phenomena across scales. The precision of Fourier analysis demonstrates that complex oscillations can be reduced to simpler harmonic components. Such techniques highlight the profound unity between the physical and metaphysical realms. By integrating technical insights with ancient wisdom, I construct a coherent portrayal of frequency that reconciles rigorous scientific theories with transformative metaphysical principles. This refined synthesis provides a robust analytical foundation that continues to shape our understanding of the universe's dynamic vibrational character. These insights firmly establish frequency as a critical bridge between empirical observation and transcendent experience. Expanding my exploration, I now present a comprehensive analysis of frequency operating across three distinct but interrelated domains: the material, mental, and spiritual dimensions. In the material realm, frequency is manifest in the measurable phenomena of physics. For instance, sound waves propagate through air as longitudinal oscillations, and electromagnetic radiation exhibits quantifiable frequencies across a broad spectrum, from radio waves with frequencies of tens of kilohertz to gamma rays exceeding exahertz. At atomic scales, vibrational modes govern the behavior of molecules, and spectroscopic techniques rely on these frequencies to identify chemical signatures. The precise measurements of these oscillatory patterns serve as a testament to the deterministic nature of physical laws. Transitioning to the mental dimension, I delve into the complex interplay between neural oscillations and cognitive processes. Neuroscience has revealed that brainwaves, categorized into specific frequency bands such as alpha, beta, gamma, delta, and theta, directly correlate with distinct states of consciousness and cognitive functioning. Advanced electroencephalography (EEG) studies, equipped with high-resolution temporal analysis, have demonstrated that these frequency bands underpin phenomena ranging from focused attention to creative insight. The modulation of these neural frequencies, whether through meditation, neurofeedback, or pharmacological intervention, is increasingly recognized as a viable technique for optimizing mental performance and emotional regulation. Quantitative models of neural dynamics further illuminate the spectral distribution of cognitive processes, establishing frequency as a critical variable in psychological studies. Within the spiritual dimension, the notion of frequency extends into realms that transcend physical measurement. Here, frequency is metaphorically and experientially tied to concepts such as vibrational energy and spiritual resonance. Ancient traditions have long attributed healing properties to specific sound frequencies, embodied in the chanting of mantras and the resonant harmonics of ceremonial instruments. Contemporary research in psychoneuroimmunology provides emerging evidence that these vibrational practices induce measurable neurophysiological changes, aligning mental states with subtle energetic fields. By synthesizing rigorous data with long-standing metaphysical insights, I argue that the spiritual dimension, though less readily quantifiable, is no less governed by the laws of frequency. Each domain, material, mental, and spiritual, interweaves with the others, forming a unified framework in which frequency is both the language and the medium of reality. Through this multidimensional lens, I propose that a complete understanding of frequency demands an integrative approach that honors the insights of modern science, while embracing the enriched symbolism of ancestral wisdom. By correlating these diverse dimensions, I illustrate that frequency is not confined to isolated phenomena, but rather constitutes a universal principle that permeates every layer of existence. Sophisticated mathematical frameworks, including eigenvalue analysis and spectral decomposition, provide a quantitative basis for understanding vibrational interactions across scales. These analytical tools reinforce the idea that nature's complexity is governed by underlying symmetries and periodicities. Such comprehensive insights compel us to view frequency as a fundamental, unifying force, a phenomenon that interlinks the empirical measurements of physical systems with the subtleties of mental cognition and the metaphoric depths of spiritual experience. Through this integrative framework, I illustrate definitively that frequency is the cornerstone linking rigor and transcendence. Immersing deeper into the study of frequency, I now turn to an analysis of harmony and dissonance as central themes that shape our existence. In this context, harmony represents the resonance occurring when diverse frequencies align constructively, while dissonance is the result of conflicting vibrations that create tension and fragmentation. Drawing upon advanced principles in acoustics and signal processing, I explain that harmonious states are characterized by coherent phase relationships and constructive interference patterns. Such precise alignments not only produce aesthetically pleasing sounds in musical contexts, but also reflect the optimal operating conditions in complex systems, from engineered structures to biological tissues. From a technical standpoint, the phenomenon of resonance can be modeled through differential equations that describe oscillatory systems. These mathematical formulations reveal that when oscillatory modes synchronize, the resultant amplitude is significantly amplified, leading to a state of equilibrium and stability. Conversely, dissonance can arise when phase misalignment occurs, resulting in destructive interference that diminishes overall energy coherence. Detailed computational simulations support these theoretical predictions, showing that even minute deviations in frequency alignment can yield substantial effects on the system's behavior. This interplay of constructive and destructive interference provides a robust framework for understanding both macro and micro-level processes. In the realm of human experience, this dynamic is reflected in the balance of psychological and emotional states. Expert research in neuropsychology illustrates that individuals who maintain coherent neural oscillations tend to experience enhanced cognitive function and emotional stability. Conversely, those experiencing internal dissonance often report fragmented thought patterns and heightened stress levels. In this light, the process of personal development and self-regulation can be viewed as a continual act of tuning one's internal frequencies to achieve harmonious integration. The art of self-tuning, therefore, represents a critical strategy for aligning one's mental, physical, and emotional states with the natural order of vibrational forces. Integrating concepts from acoustic engineering and neurodynamics, I employ a technical perspective that correlates phase coherence with energy efficiency, demonstrating that optimal performance in systems, whether physical or psychological, hinges on the precise alignment of oscillatory components. These insights, derived from rigorous experimental validation and computational analysis, underscore the profound significance of achieving equilibrium between harmonious resonance and disruptive dissonance. Ultimately, this synthesis offers a promising framework for future research in both applied physics and psychoneurological health. These advanced integrations not only facilitate deeper academic inquiries, but also inspire methodologies in the study of complex oscillatory systems. Bridging the seemingly disparate realms of science and mysticism, I explore how modern empirical research and age-old spiritual traditions converge on the foundational concept of frequency. My analysis reveals that ancient mystics, with their nuanced experiential insights, and contemporary physicists, through rigorous quantification, both recognize that the universe is orchestrated by continuous vibrational processes. In high-level neuroscience, for example, the delineation of brainwave frequency bands aligns remarkably with mystical descriptions of altered states of consciousness, thereby suggesting that the same fundamental oscillations underlie both measurable bioelectrical activity and profound spiritual experiences. Advanced imaging techniques and spectral analysis have enabled scientists to observe subtle variations in neural activity that correspond to meditative states, transcending the limitations of traditional measurement. This convergence is emblematic of a broader paradigm shift, wherein the reductionist methodology of modern inquiry meets the holistic interpretation inherent in mysticism. Detailed studies, employing techniques such as magnetoencephalography, EEG, and functional magnetic resonance imaging, fMRI, have provided quantifiable evidence that specific frequency patterns correlate with states of transcendence described in ancient texts. In parallel, quantum physics has uncovered behaviors in subatomic particles that resonate with the concept of an all-pervading vibrational field. The probabilistic nature of quantum mechanics, characterized by wave-particle duality, offers a compelling analogy to the fluid dynamic forces described in mystical traditions. Mathematical constructs, such as Schrödinger's wave equation, not only predict the behavior of particles under various vibrational states, but also mirror the allegorical narratives found in esoteric literature. Through these complex models, I deduce that frequency serves as a universal bridge that links empirical observation with spiritual insight. By synthesizing data from cutting-edge research with the symbolic language of mysticism, I assert that both perspectives, though methodologically distinct, ultimately strive to decode the same underlying reality. The integration of quantitative measurements with qualitative experiential accounts results in a more comprehensive understanding of frequency. This unified approach not only enriches our comprehension of natural phenomena, but also paves the way for innovative applications across disciplines, uniting the precision of science with the transformative potential of mystical practice. These insights catalyze a symbiotic relationship between rigorous experimentation and transcendental thought, fostering a dialogue that advances both fundamental physics and metaphysical philosophy. As I consolidate these findings, frequency emerges as a pivotal concept that elegantly binds empirical evidence with profound human experience. In the final analysis of this segment, I direct my focus to the fundamental laws that govern frequency. Recognized principles such as the law of vibration, the law of resonance, the law of polarity, and the law of rhythm offer a mathematical and conceptual framework for understanding vibrational phenomena. Utilizing advanced mathematical models and empirical data, I examine how these laws are applied across multiple domains, from quantum mechanics to neurodynamics. Detailed statistical analyses reveal that vibrational frequencies obey predictable patterns, analogous to the established laws in classical physics, such as Newton's laws of motion. This quantitative approach solidifies the role of frequency as a foundational element in the structure of reality. Drawing on rigorous experimental results and high-fidelity simulations, I elucidate how resonance phenomena contribute to system stabilization, while dissonance may signal emergent instabilities. This synthesis of theory and evidence not only clarifies the operational parameters of frequency, but also paves the way for practical innovations, such as precision tuning in electronics and the development of targeted therapeutic interventions. I systematically demonstrate that, like the gravitational constant or the speed of light, the laws of frequency provide immutable benchmarks that govern natural processes at all scales. By merging theoretical rigor with practical applications, I assert that the laws of frequency form an indispensable toolkit for both researchers and practitioners. They enable us to predict system behaviors, optimize energy flows, and ultimately harness vibrational dynamics for technological and healing purposes. As I unveil these hidden architectures, my inquiry reveals that understanding the laws of frequency is not merely an academic pursuit, but a vital step toward mastering the art of alignment, resonance, and transformation within the cosmos. These immutable laws not only deepen our conceptual grasp of vibratory phenomena, but also inspire innovative technological solutions in science and medicine profoundly. As I conclude this scholarly exploration, I reflect upon the intricate tapestry woven from threads of frequency that extend across the material, mental, and spiritual realms. The detailed analysis presented herein underscores that frequency is not merely a passive attribute of nature, but a dynamic, transformative force that shapes existence at every scale. The expertise drawn from advanced physics, rigorous neuroscience, and profound spiritual traditions coalesces into a unified framework that challenges conventional perspectives. Through empirical data, mathematical rigor, and ancient insights, I have demonstrated that aligning with the natural vibration of the cosmos can facilitate profound change in both individual experience and collective order. By synthesizing deep technical analysis with metaphysical inquiry, I assert that the mastery of frequency is akin to conducting an orchestra, where each subtle note contributes to an overarching harmony. The interplay between resonance and dissonance, as observed within engineered systems and human neural networks, provides a powerful metaphor for personal and societal transformation. This integrative approach not only increases our understanding of how vibrational interactions govern phenomena, but also offers pragmatic tools for tuning our internal and external environments. Advanced computational models, spectral analyses, and time-frequency studies collectively illuminate the indispensable role of oscillatory dynamics in all aspects of reality. Ultimately, this comprehensive study calls upon experts across various disciplines to embrace a holistic view of frequency as both a measurable phenomenon and a conduit for transcendent experience. The insights gathered here serve as a foundation for future research and innovation, challenging us to further investigate how mastery over vibrational dynamics can lead to breakthroughs in technology, healthcare, and consciousness. With meticulous inquiry and unwavering curiosity, I invite scholars and practitioners alike to consider frequency as the keystone of a complex, interconnected universe, a universe in which science and mysticism, logic and intuition converge to reveal a grand symphonic order. Embracing this symphony of frequencies, I invite advanced practitioners and researchers to explore further, rigorously test these theories, and integrate their findings. In doing so, we move closer to a future where the mastery of vibrational dynamics transforms both science and human potential remarkably.